Okay, today we have for you an explosive American hard rock group from Buffalo, New York, Hearts and Hand Grenades. In 2019, they scored a gig supporting multi-platinum rockers, the Goo Goo Dolls, at the Variety Kids Telethon, then went to record at Robby Takac's GCR Audio. And within a month, they recorded their 4-song EP entitled Wait. Since then, they've released 3 albums and toured the UK, included playing the Hard Rock Hell, Sleaze Festival. Here to chat with us about their latest track, Forevermore, let's welcome back Stephanie and Mike from Hearts and Hand Grenades.
All right.
Hey guys, how are you?
Great. Thanks for having us again.
Yeah, it's been a little while, so I wanted to kind of catch up with everybody. And Steph, so I'm going to pick on you first. Okay. Tell us about the new single, Forevermore. Give us a little background on the origin here. Really cool track.
Yeah. So that's our latest single, Forevermore. And we wanted to put something out that was more upbeat, positive, to get you pumped up a little bit. And yeah, it was a fun track to put together. I pushed myself lyrically on this one because Mike challenged me with, putting some inspirational lyrics together. And, I said, challenge accepted, hold my beer. And there it is.
Nice. Yeah, definitely very good track. So, Mike, can you update us on what else is happening? I believe you guys also had a personal milestone that you both reached, too.
Yeah. Well, I've been playing music with Steph for the last 13 years, and we did actually finally tie the knot back in October on Halloween.
Oh, wow. Congratulations to you both. Very nice.
Thank you. So we've go
ahead.
So we're just pretty excited to start that next chapter, even though it's still the same anyways. But we're
the same, but a little different. I'm sure it's a little different. So you guys have had a few tours of the UK. Would you say maybe the US now is starting to become a little more receptive of hard rock and metal? I'm kind of getting that vibe, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's for those people who say rock is dead, I mean, they're just that's not accurate at all.
Those are the people, they listen to country.
Yeah, there's a lot of festivals. There's a lot of touring acts that are going around constantly. I mean, if you look at even locally at the town ballroom, Buffalo River Works, or there's every single week there's nationals coming into town and playing shows, and we've been fortunate enough to be a part of some of those, and touring on our own in the U.S. as well. So it's definitely making, I think, a comeback for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So do you have any memories of any of those shows or anything that you might want to share of any of the time doing any of those shows or playing with any of those artists?
Yeah. So yeah, we got on actually the last one locally that we did. We played the Rec Room with From Ashes to New. They came into town, and we were fortunate enough to open the show for those guys. We've also played with Smile Empty Soul here. Sponge. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Yeah, we've been festivals with Drowning Pool.
Yeah.
Saving Abel. Yeah, I mean it's been fun. There's been some really exciting and good opportunities that if you get lucky and you land yourself a slot on one of those gigs, it's like you don't take that for granted.
Right. Yeah, definitely. And Steph, question for you. So being the front woman for this band, has that presented you with any issues or challenges? I know sometimes I think it's still hard, for a female to front a band. I think it's gotten easier, more accepted, but I think there's challenges still sometimes. Oh
yeah. I think it's always a thing, there's always going to be those people, and not that I want to pick on the tough bros of the world. But it's out there, and it's a thing where, you get looked at and overlooked and underestimated. For me personally, it's just that much more exciting than the first time I open my mouth and let out a scream and I see their jaws drop, and I'm like, that's right, here it is.
That's right, we're bringing it, right?
Yeah, right? It doesn't bother me one bit.
Excellent. So, Mike, for you, a question for you about with AI becoming more intertwined in everyone's daily life, does this concern you as a musician and a songwriter?
It absolutely does. You can't really tell what is out there at this point, which is real and what isn't anymore, or even what's stopping people from creating a song using AI and then basically regurgitating the same thing back, recording it themselves and claiming they made it or whatever the case is. You're getting a lot of that going on, and it is an absolute horrific thing. So I'm not for it at all. I don't want to have anything to do with it. Just from at least from our standpoint, we know that we're making our own music, and it's we're doing quite well with it. So we want to kind of keep it going like that.
Yeah, just seeing so much crazy stuff over the last year or so with it. Even artists who are on Spotify had generated fake content between them and another artist and placed it under their profile on Spotify, and to say that it was their song. Right. I just can't believe that if we're heading to that, if these artists on different platforms have kind of, shall we say, signed over their rights to do that. I just, if that's where it's headed, that's just crazy to me.
Yep. Somebody's texting me over here. All right. My phone makes fart noises when it texts me, so it's like I got all these squeaks going on over here.
I know. I'm sitting here thinking, like,
is that really his phone, Stephanie? Is that really his phone?
Right? I was gonna say, I hope people think it's you and not me. Oh my god,
that's hilarious.
It's his phone.
It's really his phone. Okay, all right, we'll take your word for it, I guess. Okay,
I promise.
Okay. All right, another thing I want to chat about. In April, you guys released the single "Blame It on the Rain," which is doing well on the streaming platforms. Definitely. And with Forevermore, this trend seems to be continuing. Definitely. Getting more plays, more streams. Getting more eyes on you guys. It's just definitely seemed to been a lot going on with that.
Yep.
Yeah, Blame It on the Rain actually started off out of the gate. It was doing really well, and then it kind of died off a little bit. And some of our other original singles kind of took over, as our number one, number two, number three song on Spotify. And then recently, over the last few months, Blame It on the Rain actually came, made a comeback, and it was our number one song all the way up until we released Forevermore.
Oh, that's awesome! Yeah. I went back actually and listened to your catalog within the last week and just went through some of your stuff again. And one of them that stuck out to me, is the one track, "I Hide," which the vocals on that track just sound amazing. Some of the effects you got going, I think that turned out really well.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that song was actually featured on the Discovery Channel on
Trekking?
Trekking
was the show?
Yeah. So they had a flyover of one of the lakes in Italy, and they were playing "I Hide" with all the people hiking and showing like the views of the lake and all that kind of cool stuff. So it was kind of neat.
Oh, that's great. So they contacted you to use the rights for that, I would assume, right?
Yep.
Excellent. All right, very cool. So what else going on? You guys got any shows coming up? You negotiating any deals for festivals? What's going on along those lines? I know now is usually the time when everybody's kind of firming up their plans, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, we have the biggest thing we got coming up is our third United Kingdom tour. We're going to be back over there at the end of May, first week and a half, maybe of June. And we did actually land one of their bigger festivals over in the UK. We're on Call of the Wild over there. We did. I think we grabbed a main stage slot on a Sunday there. So that's going to be pretty exciting to be able to play one of the larger shows over there. On top of all of our tour dates at each of the venues that we have for that time. But so that's going to be a lot of fun coming up. And we're also looking at doing some other shows, trying to get those set up now. We'll probably end up having a Buffalo show before we go on that tour in May at some point. And then we've got some other things coming down the pipe after that. But don't really want to announce that stuff just yet.
Yes, yeah, keeping the lid on that. Okay.
Yeah.
When people should stay tuned to your website or your social media, what should they be watching for dates and stuff?
Yeah, all of it. So we're on all streaming platforms. We have all of our social media out there. And we do have the website, heartsandhandgrenades.com. So once we get shows locked in, we'll be updating those things immediately. So yeah, stay tuned.
Excellent, excellent. So the new single, Forevermore, is streaming now on all the platforms from Hearts and Hand Grenades. All right, Steph and Mike, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you again for having us.
All right, so that wraps up this episode. Thank you to my guests today, Stephanie and Mike from Hearts and Hand Grenades, and to our listeners. We hope you're doing your part by keeping the torch alive and supporting live music wherever you are. Guys, again, thanks.
Thank you.